Hello, Guardians of the Galaxy. We're trying this first playthrough, PS5, Part 7. I'm pretty beat, but I was really jonesing to play this game all day today. I just didn't have the opportunity, so we'll see how well this goes. See how this.
Peter Quill, what does killing two birds with one stone signify?
You mean solving two problems with a single solution?
Ha! I knew it! There are no birds on nowhere.
Depends if she our count. Saw a few of them last time.
Hey, Drax. You alright? You must be feeling pretty crap about having to punch through all those cops back on the station.
Do not worry. I simply need some time to get my thoughts in order.
I didn't realize
Right.
he's wearing glasses.
Never thought we'd have to fight Nova Corps.
The soldiers we encountered were not acting like Nova Corps officers. And those robed priests, it was all very disturbing. I need to clear my mind. This book is not helping.
If you need a recommendation, I just finished the World Minds post-mortem on ineffective planetary scale battle tactics of the Galactic War.
Duh.
You're a good llama. Yes, you are.
If Quill really cared about this team, he wouldn't get turned around as soon as an ex-girlfriend walks into the room. I am not. We almost got killed back there. I almost got killed trying to get this ship back. I don't know what I expected. I knew Quill was only in it for himself, and the other two ain't much better. I'm mainly mad at him, but fuck all of them. I'm done.
Assassin, you believe the events unfolding aboard the Rock qualify as a mutiny, correct?
Looked
The
pretty
same thing he
obvious
does
to me.
before. Yeah.
Even if the officers who rebelled were under the influence of a mysterious force.
Doesn't really change that they rejected Nova Corps orders. and
Hey,
straight-
Bluebird, you copy? I know you think I sold you out, and...
I mean, show me one team as dysfunctional as us.
Gamora, I was just...
Who are you talking to? What's a bluebird?
It, was Yondu's call sign. He was Bluebird and I was the kid.
Let me get this straight. Yondu Udanta, leader of the Ravager space virus, scourge of the Sirius system and all-around scoundrel, used Bluebird as his call sign?
Even had it embroidered on the back of his jacket.
Amazing.
It was amazing. Pretty much from the day we met.
How did you two meet? Terrans and Centaurians aren't exactly neighbors.
We met on Chitauri Prime, about 3 years into my sentence.
Wait, Yondu was a prisoner of war? I thought the Ravagers were neutral.
They were. And they also weren't.
Okay.
The Ravagers had a simple code. Steal from everyone. Yondu said it made them neutral.
But they weren't. I specifically remember several Chitauri transports being hit when I was still... you know.
They hit just as many resistance ships, until a Chitauri cruiser uncloaked in front of them during a raid and...
Yondu ended up on Chitauri Prime, with you.
After we broke out, he could have left me on some space station or dropped me off at the nearest Nova Corps base. But he didn't. Instead, he invited me to join the Ravagers.
You were with them a long time. Must have enjoyed it.
I did. Being a Ravager was the first time I felt like I really belonged, if that makes any sense.
I felt the same way when I joined Richard Ryder and the Resistance. Like I was finally in control of who I wanted to be.
Yes, exactly. Those first few years, it was like I had joined this really big, really dysfunctional family, which, now that I'm hearing it, would make Yondu my...
Space Dad?
Could have been worse. Yondu and I were cellmates. First thing he said when they put him in my cell was, "Boy, don't be going and getting attached, because I'm just here for the food." And the food was pretty terrible, so...
Yeah, that sounds like Yondu.
I had cellmates before, and none of them lasted long. The Shatari have these gladiatorial games, and...
You got used to people dying.
Not sure about that, but I didn't expect anyone to last long. I also didn't have my translation implant back then, so I might as well have been alone. But Yondu, he actually spoke English. Said he'd offered to translate in exchange for extra rations.
So even in that snake-infested hellhole, ever the schemer.
It's something we had in common. I'd been scheming for a way to escape since the day they took me. I just needed someone like Yondu to make it seem possible.
How did you escape?
Let's just say it was equal parts simple, complicated, and kind of embarrassing. But it ended with the two of us delivering a transport full of stolen supplies straight into the hands of the Resistance.
For a bucket-load of units, too, I bet.
Anyway, once we did, there was no going back. I was a Ravager. Well, if you don't mind, I think I'd like to be alone for a bit.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll see you around.
Oh, she was in the same room. Oh, okay.
Do you ever ponder how different your lives would have been had you joined the Nova Corps?
Clark, yeah, that's what I want. Just the two of us. Let's show Quill how profitable a real team can be. You brought it up. Pull up that Bagu's dartboard.
I must admit, I fear for the crew of the Hala's Hope.
You think Corral would have let those lunatics board her ship?
She was not at her post when we contacted her. Someone else could have let them in.
Bet our comms array wouldn't be all chewed up if we'd kept the llama in here.
The Nova tracker on Peter's chair isn't looking good. The countdown is making me anxious.
3 cycles is not a sufficient amount of time.
Really hope we can have the thing removed on Nowhere, or we'll need a new ship.
I suggest getting one that smells more pleasant.
So those coordinates.
They're in your console.
Got it. Nowhere, here we come. Nowhere. Last spaceport on the edge of the known universe and home to the best black market deals you can find.
And surprisingly good noodles.
You ever wondered what kind of person found it? Was like, oh look, the severed head of a giant celestial being. Let's drill holes in it and live inside.
They wanted the brain tissue. Very rare, very valuable. The marketplace came after, along with noodles.
You are certain this Cosmo is trustworthy, Peter Quill?
Of course. He's chief of security.
And nowhere.
And as such, probably deals in Novacore all the time. Trust me, he's gonna want to know about the rock.
What are they doing back there?
Shenanigans, likely.
See you never, flark bags!
Are Rocket and Groot... Did they really leave?
Yes.
It looks like it.
Do we know where they went?
Well, did you end up talking to Rocket after he stormed out of the rec room?
Don't think he was in a talking mood. At least you're still here.
I wouldn't want to miss your meeting with Cosmo.
Guess you were right. Turns out we couldn't trust those guys.
I still have faith that the tree will bring the rodent to reason.
The tree.
Fine, whatever. We'll talk to Cosmo and then we'll go out and have a good time.
Get noodles, apparently.
You think Cosmo will actually believe us?
Like I said, we go way back. Plus, he's probably already heard about what's happening. All we do is confirm the rumor. Maybe he'll even give us a reward.
Have you had dealings with this Cosmo murderess?
We've circled back to that name, have we?
It's a statement of fact. You are by trade an assassin.
What about Rocket and Groot?
What about them? They left. What am I supposed to do? Chase them down and beg them to come back?
You could apologize.
That's your advice?
The apology does not need to be sincere.
Then what's the point?
I guess if we ever see him again. Big if, by the way. But if it happens, then maybe I might think about it. Anyway, once we let Cosmo know what's happening out there, we'll have more time to think about what to do with Rocket.
If Rocket doesn't come back, we'll need a contingency plan for getting rid of the Nova Tracker.
Why? We have not yet spent our ill-gotten gains.
We could still pay the fine.
But we'd have to go all the way to New Xandar to do it. What if we get there and it's compromised too? There's gotta be someone shady enough in the market who can help.
Maybe. But Cosmo deals with Novacore all the time. Maybe we can pay the fine through him.
How do we find this Cosmo?
We head to his tower on the far side of the market. That's where he keeps an eye on things. Hey there. I need to talk to Cosmo. He in his tower?
Should be. You know the way? It's straight through the market. You can't miss it.
Be good to see Cosmo again. I guess I kind of missed the old boy.
How exactly do you know him?
Was he also a prisoner of the Chitauri?
Nope, we met right here. Back when I was in the Ravagers.
Dishonorable killers and thieves.
The Ravagers actually did some good during the war.
Even the mangiest of mutts will behave when it befits them.
Anyway, Cosmo sniffed out a scheme me and Yondu had cooking. He threatened to throw the both of us in jail.
I've heard he keeps things on a pretty tight leash.
He does. But it turns out we're both from Earth, so he gave me a second chance. Keep an eye on your things. These kooks are a bit hands-on, if you know what I mean.
Do you mind? You're making me uncomfortable.
There are people who claim to be able to see the future, sure.
I've encountered them on several planets.
The soothsayers on Katath were unable to predict its demise.
No one could predict what Thanos would do.
Mad Titan will pay for everything that he has destroyed.
He's gone, Drax. His death helped end the war.
You are his adopted daughter. You believe that?
Mantis, what are you...
Do you still have those suicidal urges?
What? No?
And you thought joining a team would be bad for you. Hi. Sunlord, right? Is it Rockstar?
It's Star-Lord.
Hey, that's right. I forget which version of you I've met. Did you do the thing yet?
What is the thing she is referring to?
No idea.
Hi. I don't know if we've met yet. I'm... No. It's not... Oh, you poor... No, he's lying! I mean... Oh... Where the Kotati take root, the broken promise of all will be mended. Mantis, you okay? Oh, hey, Gamora! You look less depressed.
Thanks.
Don't worry. It's always weird the first time.
Celestial Madonna!
Hi, guys.
You should not be in this place.
Actually, I'm exactly where I need to be. I think. No. Yes, this is where I need to be. Or needed to be. Am needed, yes. Wait, why are you here?
You cannot keep leaving the sanctuary. It's not safe. There are rumblings in the galaxy.
When aren't there rumblings in the galaxy? Yuck, okay. If you're gonna keep making that face. It was nice seeing you again, Gamora. Star Guy. Green. Okay, bye.
So, Gamora, you and Mantis seem close.
We've met.
Okay.
You're being evasive, woman.
Wait, woman? That's the nicest thing you've ever called me.
I told Peter Quill I would try. That is not the point.
Anyone ever tell you you're an open book?
Hardcover or paperback?
I just meant Mantis mentioned a few things.
Mantis says a lot of things. They don't always make sense. Until they do.
That insect woman was odd. I understand your reluctance to discuss her.
Mantis is strange, but she means well. I think she does, anyway. Hey, you think Mantis has a stall in Sears Square?
Mantis always struck me as more big picture.
Psychics convention?
Maybe she's just here for the news.
Had a reading.
It was nice outside today, so I stood outside for like 2 minutes, and then I got eaten alive by the mosquitoes.
What did Mantis say to you?
Nothing of consequence. I need to leave.
Something wrong?
It's not your business, Peter Quill. Do not wait for me.
My leg.
Drax!
Whoa.
Watch it, Star.
Watch yourself, jerky red guy! Can you believe that?
Oh,
Gamora? Let's go talk to Cosmo alone.
need to see Peter Quill.
You want to know a secret? I'm just an illusion, a specter.
Okay.
I hope Cosmo's in the office.
Bridge closed. Go away.
Doesn't look closed.
C-suit. Nowhere security. Super official. Go other way. Alley.
I really need to see Cosmo.
Cosmo not in tower. He out there, Star-Lord. In alley.
Wait, how did you know my name?
Go, or end up in Cosmo prison. You choose.
Okay. Gross. Kidding.
Cosmo? You in here? Cosmo? Sure, not weird at all. Cosmo is definitely somewhere in this maze of rotting brain matter. Okay, just gotta find Cosmo, then I can deal with the team, if I can find them.
Are you afraid, Peter Quill? I'm a brute and near invincible. I fear nothing. You, however, will perish in this maze.
Cosmo? That you? Oh, I hate mazes. Especially stinking brain mazes. Okay, dude. Deep breath. Deep breath.
Look at you, flarkin' Humy. Bet you end up inside one of them processing machines.
Flark! Give myself a heart attack. Cosmo! Cosmo!
Look at what we got here.
Watch it, Star-Lord.
And what's a filthy, scut-stained Terran doing out here, Rawson?
Hiding's what I think, Garrick.
Terrans always be hiding.
'Cause everybody knows Terrans are scrawny.
And good for eating.
If you're into that.
We might be into that. Except for the bounty.
Hey, guys. Wouldn't happen to know where Cosmo's office is, would you? I get the distinct feeling that you're looking for someone of the Earth persuasion. I get it, man. I get it. Us Earthers, we all look the same. It's not like you guys who very clearly look different.
Get to the point, Terran.
The point is I can help you find who you're actually looking for.
Terrans do all look the same.
Except this Terran's got a word on his back. Just like the bounty says.
What's that word on your back say?
I heart nowhere?
Or maybe it says Star-Lord. Either way. Get him!
Oh boy.
We've been hired to clobber some Terran with words on his jacket.
Lots of people have jackets.
Yeah, but you're the one the lady wanted. So hurry up and die.
Wait. Did Lady Ace want him alive?
Lady H, whatever Lady Hellbender's paying you, I'll double it.
No dice. You don't cross Lady H.
Triple. I'll triple it.
Yeah, now wrong.
Oh, I'm dead.
Maybe we sit down, have a choga dog, talk this over.
No.
Dar.
We've been hired to clobber some Terran with words on his jacket.
Lots of people have jackets.
Yeah, but you're the one the lady wanted. So hurry up and die.
Wait. Did Lady Ace want him alive? Dead.
Lady H, whatever Lady Hellbender's paying you, I'll double it.
No dice. You don't cross Lady H.
Triple. I'll triple it.
Yeah, now wrong.
Oh, I can stop this right now. I'm actually falling asleep. I'll try to get some more in tomorrow. For now, have a good night.